Today on Tri-State Trifecta, we're going to add volume spacers to the Fox Flow X. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to see how much air pressure is in here. So when we're done, we're going to set it back to that. Okay, we're at 170. So now we're going to let out the air pressure slowly so we can get the negative chamber also. All right. So we took the air out, and you notice the end of the shock, the shaft, is still extended, and that's what we want. That means the negative chamber of the shock is empty. So when we pull off the canister, it doesn't explode on us. So let's take this out. 170 pounds. 170 psi. I'm going to take a pick and just make sure all the air is out. Okay, all the air does look like it's out. This is the package that it comes with. It's 20 bucks. I got it from Fantic, whatever you call it. It gives you precise instructions on how to do this. Okay, we're going to be installing middle of the ground orange one, all right? And how you find the correct one to do, you look up, first it has the different types of end caps, right? We have trunnion and standard. This is a standard, so we go by B, right? And this shock is 230 by 60. So you go 230 by 60. Okay. So this will give us the compression ratio after we add that. All right, and we're gonna add a middle of the ground, so I believe a 0.5. All right, so let's take care of that. What I'm gonna do, I got a little rubber vise here, so it'll give me leverage. I got a strap wrench. This is an automotive strap wrench, but it really doesn't matter. Any strap wrench would do. Just trying to see which way I'm going to turn it. All right. Okay. So I heard some horror stories about this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take our rag. And I'm going to make sure it doesn't explode. Okay, I could probably do the rest by hand. Hopefully, I got all the air out. Kind of feels like I got all the air out. I'm not getting much resistance anymore. There we go. All right, nice. Okay, so if you look down in here, you see our rubber bumper. or rubber end stop. Slide that up the shaft. We have a metal spacer. Okay. And if you see down in here, there's a spacer in there already. I'm going to take that one out. Just pops right out. Note the direction it came out, so it goes this way into the device. So that spacer is actually this one. Looks a little different, but they're the same size. So we want to go up because we've been bottoming out. The max spacer we got is this one. I don't want to go too extreme, but I do want a little bit more. I'm going to take that one with a little extra. Alright, it just fits right down in there. Make sure it's all the way down. Feels like it. I'm going to add a little extra. Okay. So we have that set up in there. And now we're going to reassemble. So you're going to use a lot of force and screw it back in. There you go. Make sure it's snug. All right, it goes all the way there. There's no torque spec, but you know, just want to make sure it's okay to hold that air. Okay, so our shock is reassembled. We're going to fill it back up with air. I don't think I'm going to need as much air pressure as I had, but we're going to have to try out on the jump to see how it works. I used to be a die-hard coil rider. Then I tried the X2 on my Intense, and I'll tell you, I'm a believer. I really like air shocks now. We're just going to fill this up just a little bit. And then we're going to reassemble, and we'll do the process to put air in this, to fill up the negative chamber again. Because every 20 psi, you're supposed to cycle the shock to fill up the negative. So let's just do a little bit more. We're going to go 50. And we're going to put it back on the bike and then do the procedure. Okay, so we got the shock back on the bike. Now we're going to do the procedure to put the air back in, which is get every 25 psi. We are going to cycle the shock, and what that does is fills up the negative chamber on the shock itself. And we're going to do that up to 170, I think it was. I gotta check. So for those that don't know, every 25 psi, 20 25 psi is how you add air to refill the negative chamber on the shock. So we're going to go, I'm at 125 right there. Don't worry if you look silly, it's part of the process. You're going to cycle the shock 20 times. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
that's right, he can be taught.
Perfect. All right. So now let's put the cover back on, put air in the back tire, and go for a test ride. Came back from our ride. It felt good. I really won't know until I take it to Graham Hills or Blue or Creek, see if it tops out or not. But it's fairly easy. The spacers, if you can find them, they're like $20. I found them on Fanatic. I'll put a link in the description below. Thank you for watching.